Industrialization fascinated Marx. He was one of the first to recognize the significance of the machine age. He studied the Industrial Revolution in England as a scientist would, and developed a theory of history that was to change the world. In the same way that Darwin's laws of evolution dictate man's biological development, said Marx, so scientific laws dictate man's historical development. Marx's theory was as revolutionary and influential as Darwin's, and essentially as simple. Individual man has been concerned mainly with his own livelihood, said Marx. He does not shape history, nor is history determined by chance. Rather, it is subject to laws, the laws of economics. The realities of economics have produced our philosophers and scientists, our geniuses, our proudest accomplishments. Political leaders arise from the realities of economics which color every aspect of our lives and our beliefs. All the things in which man glories are born of economics. All our achievements, all our history are dictated by the way man produces and divides wealth. The basic law of history is the conflict between the exploiters and the exploited. Marx called this the class struggle. Always the exploited finally overthrow their exploiters, and a new society is born. But always a new class of exploiters develops, who exact their tribute from those below them. The long reign of the feudal aristocracy was opposed by the bourgeoisie, the new class which finally came to control the trading and manufacturing towns which grew up in the Middle Ages. The bourgeoisie sparked the Industrial Revolution and the new capitalism which exploited the workers. Marx also, in turn, believed that capitalism was essential, for without capitalism, industrialization would have been impossible. But the confident bourgeoisie will not retain their wealth. They are doomed to be overthrown. By whom? By the new working class, the proletariat. Why? Marx's laws say that the capitalist can only pay his workers just enough to keep them alive. These laws also say that the poverty of the proletariat must get worse and worse. There is no escape from this cycle. Because of these and other inherent weaknesses, capitalism will begin to fall apart. When the historical process is complete, but not until then, the class-conscious proletariat will overthrow its oppressors, the bourgeoisie, in a final revolution. Then, says Marx, socialism will inevitably replace capitalism. Everything will be run on behalf of the workers, the dictatorship of the proletariat. Under benevolent state ownership, there will be plenty for everyone. Finally, said Marx, the elements of control, even the state itself, no longer needed, will wither away and socialism will give way to the final system, to communism. Marx did not describe his ideal state in any detail. That was in the future. Marxism is not really about socialism or communism. Its chief concern is industrialization.